Hey everyone, welcome to your daily news update. Quick, clear, and straight to the point. We've got top stories from 7th of September lined up just for you. So plug in your earphones, grab your chai, and let's get started. Global news. Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba announced his resignation to prevent a split within the ruling Liberal Democratic Party (LDP). This decision follows internal party disagreements and is expected to lead to a change in the leadership. The US federal government is preparing for a crackdown on crime and illegal immigration in Chicago. This move comes amid rising tensions and is partly influenced by social media posts from President Donald Trump. In Norway, a long-standing tax on wealth has become a central issue in the country's close election. Campaign volunteers from the Labour Party are actively engaging voters to discuss the implications of this task. A total lunar eclipse known as the Blood Moon was visible across parts of Asia, Europe, and Africa. The eclipse lasted over 82 minutes and was a rare celestial event that drew sky watchers worldwide. In India, the eclipse was particularly stunning and widely observed. The event provided a prime opportunity for sky watchers to witness a remarkable display of natural beauty. A speed camera in Toronto has issued nearly 70,000 tickets, generating millions in revenue. However, it has also been a target for vandals, with the camera being damaged multiple times. The situation raises questions about balance between traffic enforcement and public response. President Donald Trump threatened fierce sanctions on Russia amid ongoing drone strikes. The sanctions are intended to pressure Russia to de-escalate these military actions. This development has heightened tensions further between the two nations. The sports world is witnessing significant shifts, with emerging athletes gaining prominence and traditional powerhouses facing challenges. These changes are reshaping global competitions and fan engagement. Emerging markets are experiencing varying economic trends, with some nations showing robust growth while others facing challenges. Factors such as commodity prices, political stability, and global demand are influencing these economies, mainly in countries such as India, China, and Russia. Investors are closely monitoring these developments for potential opportunities and risks. News from India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received appreciation for recent goods and service tax (GST) reforms during a Bharatiya Janata Party convention. The reforms aim to simplify the tax structure and promote economic growth. The Indian Army has been deployed to assist in flood relief efforts such as rising Ravi River threatening the Jammu-Pathankot highway. Military personnel are working alongside local authorities to prevent damage and ensure safety further. The Press Information Bureau (PIB) dismissed an AI-generated video that falsely attributed statements to Indian Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi. The video misleadingly suggested that the Indian lost fighter jets and soldiers during the Operation Sindoor. The Supreme Court is set to hear a plea challenging the Election Commission's decision to conduct a special intensive revision, an SIR, of electoral rolls in poll-bound Bihar. Political parties have raised concerns about the timing and transparency of the revision process. The court's decision could impact the upcoming elections. The recent GST reforms have been credited with boosting economic confidence in India. Businesses report smoother operations and reduced compliance burdens. Analysts believe the reforms will attract more foreign investment into the country. In Punjab, flood relief operations have intensified as the state grapples with rising water levels. The government has mobilized resources to provide aid and evacuate affected areas. The situation remains dire with continuous efforts to mitigate the damage. India clinched their fourth Asia Cup title by defeating South Korea in a dominant performance. The victory highlights India's growing prowess in international hockey. Fans and analysts alike celebrated the team's cohesive strategy and execution. Mumbai's iconic Lal Bagsha Raja Ganesh idol immersion was delayed due to heavy rains. Devotees waited for hours before the idol was finally immersed in the Arabian Sea. The delay added to the emotional significance of the event for many participants. News from Telangana. Hyderabad witnessed grand Ganesh Visurgin celebrations with lakhs of devotees participating in the immersion processions. The city was adorned with vibrant decorations and cultural performances added to the festive atmosphere. The Telangana government announced new initiatives aimed at boosting the state's economic growth. These include incentives for startups, infrastructure development projects, and skill development programs. These measures will attract investment and create further job opportunities as believed by the officials. Telangana is implementing education reforms to improve the quality of schooling in state. The reforms focus on curriculum updates, teacher training, and infrastructure enhancements. A dispute has emerged within the Telangana Waqf Board following the removal of its CEO Muhammad Asadullah under the amended Waqf Act through the Government Order GO number 67. Efforts to develop ecotourism and heritage sites are expected to enhance the local economy. More subsidies and modern farming techniques are being promoted to improve yields and farmer livelihoods across Telangana state. News from Hyderabad. Hyderabad witnessed grand Ganesh Visurgin celebrations with lakhs of devotees participating in the immersion processions. The main highlight has been the Hyderabad Ganesh immersion and the Balapur Ganesh immersion. According to the UDISC Plus 2024-2025 report by India's Ministry of Education, Telangana performs well in primary education with near universal enrollment and low dropout rates at 0.3%. However, the state faces significant challenges retaining students in higher education. This is particularly observed in the cases of higher secondary education in Hyderabad. Sindhi Colony in Begumpet, Hyderabad, home to over 100 families, have been struggling for years with a severe mosquito menace and a persistent foul smell caused by an open nala. This has been creating a breeding ground for mosquitoes, leading for frequent dengue and malaria outbreaks, especially during the monsoon when it overflows. A recent study by the National Cancer Registry Program NCRP under the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR published in the JAMA Open Network reveals that Hyderabad has the highest age-adjusted incidence rate AIR of breast cancer in India, with 54 out of every 1 lakh women being affected. This makes Hyderabad's recording highest breast cancer cases in India. The upcoming Tollywood film, tentatively titled SSMB 29, directed by celebrated filmmaker S.S. Rajamouli, featuring stars like Mahesh Babu, Priyanka Chopra and Prithviraj Sukumaran. The movie, which is a large-scale jungle adventure, is being shot across authentic and exotic locations in Kenya. Recent updates confirm that the team has successfully completed the Nairobi shooting schedule. And that's a wrap on today's headlines. If you enjoyed the update on the go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us keep the news coming your way. Thanks for tuning in, and do let us know if you like to hear any stories in the form of an audiobook. See you tomorrow with more stories that matter. Take care.